Shout out to BWB, man. BWB.
What's going on, guys? I hope you are having a great week. Colorado Shelomi Sanders enters transfer portal per Sports Illustrated. Daughter of Coach Prime leaving after a season in Boulder. This one is going to have the detractors talking, because you have certain detractors that are just not satisfied that Coach Prime himself has said, I ain't going nowhere. My daughter's playing here. My mom is here. I'm getting a home here, or I've already got a home here. It's just not enough. And Shelomi leaving, it's going to further flame the fire to say, see, Daddy had probably told her, go ahead and leave because I ain't going to be here. That is not the case, okay? Anyways, I'll give my commentary after I get this in, okay? Let's go ahead and get this right up in. This is about Josh Tolley, or Josh Toll. Shelomi Sanders has decided to take her talents elsewhere. The youngest daughter of Deion Sanders has hit the transfer portal after one season at Colorado, according to Brian Howell of the Boulder Daily Camera. Sanders played 11 minutes in 5 games this season after coming over from Jackson State. She averaged 16 points per game and was named first team All-District for District 10 6A in Texas as a senior at Rockwall Health High School in 2022. Sanders committed to Jackson State while Coach Prime was there and departed after he took the job at CU. She only played in 2 games while at JSU and looked to pick up more playing time this time around. It's a move that makes sense for a few reasons, especially considering Sanders believes she could be part of a regular rotation. J.R. Payne's Buffalo's team will have a different look next year. A majority of the starters from this year's Sweet 16 squad would be gone, and Sanders was one of 3 players entering the portal, including Brianna McLeod and Michaela Johnson. What once looked like an up-and-coming program, stocked up talent for the future, might need transfers. It's not truly part of Payne's coaching DNA, but it's time to realize the major changes. So here's the reason why I think people need to be very careful about judging this transfer as a Coach Prime is leaving transfer. I understand the detractors are going to have their way, but I also want to speak to the constituents, the fan base, especially those who are kind of shaky. You're on the fence a little bit. Not all of you, but a lot of people are on the fence. They don't really understand what's going on. And sometimes conspiracy theories, you know what I'm saying, it seems like they have some type of truth in it, but there is no truth, and I want to put that to bed right now. For those people who don't really trust, this young lady has the same spirit like her dad and her brothers. She's a fighter. She's a fighter and she wants to play. She's a baller. She can ball. She does not want to be playing second fiddle to nobody. Now, it is possible that Coach Prime may have had a conversation with Coach Payne and asked those hard questions. What is the likelihood that she becomes a part of this rotation? Look at the circumstances. Colorado has been in the Sweet 16 2 years in a row. When you win, it makes recruiting a lot easier. There's some young lady or some young woman that is sitting in their living room or having a conversation with either her coach or her parents and saying, I can help them. I can change their situation. If you look at how far they got and how they got there, if you watch any of their games, they are just a few pieces away from actually going the whole way. So they're not that far off. So Coach Payne is not going to have a hard time recruiting. So what's going to happen is she's going to be going into a recruiting situation where she needs to replace just a few key pieces just to get them over the hump. If you think about how Coach Prime operates or how head coaches operate, Shelomi would have had to have significant playing time in order for her to be confident that the pieces that they were going to be looking for to just put them over the hump, she was going to be part of those pieces, or she was going to be part of that piece. But she did not have significant playing time during this season to solidify her role or to even have that confidence to say, I'm going to be part of the culture and I'm going to be part of the rotation when those people who are leaving leave the team next year. And she and Coach Prime probably had that hard conversation, say, hey, baby, if you want to get playing time, you better go ahead and jump into that transfer portal. That's what I think happened, as opposed to what the detractors may be thinking in their head, because we talk about this on the live all the time. All right? I don't want to hear Feel So Real. I don't want to hear DC Carson music out there. Those are not the detractors, but I don't want to have them start thinking, especially on the TLP Live, for them to come at me and start saying, you see, it's starting to happen. Coach Prime is setting this up. First, the daughter leaves, then the mother's going to be looking for a house outside. You're not going to know about this, and then it's going to be him. I just want to make sure that I got my voice in before Friday's live, because I know exactly what they're thinking. So I wanted to get ahead of this. Please understand that this move is about her tenacity, her drive to play basketball, and has nothing to do with Coach Prime setting this up so that he can be up out of here when the time comes, okay? We're gonna go a little bit more in depth on TLP Live, but I want to definitely hear from you in the comments. I'll leave it right there and I'll see you, get it? See you on the next video, okay?